Good afternoon and welcome to Bernie's News and Views. I'm your host, Don Burgess, and we welcome today friend of the show from the Bermuda Weather Service, Michelle Pitcher. Welcome, Michelle.
Thank you for having me, Don.
Now, people have been a little bit anxious over the last couple of days about Tropical Storm Earl, soon to become Hurricane Earl if it hasn't already. But why don't you give us what the latest update is?
All right. Earl has indeed strengthened to a Category 1 hurricane. And right now, the closest point of approach is expected to be 1 a.m. Friday, about 101 nautical miles to the east-southeast. This was the noon update bulletin. This is a little bit further away than what we had first thing this morning when folks were still waking up. So we are breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief because of that. The latest hurricane forecast nudged the track a little bit off to the east, which of course a little bit nudges from where Earl is right now, made for a little bit of a larger change for us upstream of Earl.
Now, as we were looking at the map there, we saw that it's supposed to strengthen to a Category 3 hurricane as it goes past us a little before and after. What does that mean in terms of what Bermuda residents can expect to see if all things stay the same?
Yes, so Earl is expected to be a Category 3 as it passes us, and it's probably going to be intensifying to a Category 4 once it passes us as well, because there's a lot of favorable conditions in our area for tropical cyclones. Right now, though, with the latest forecast, it's looking like we're going to have tropical storm force winds in the marine area late Thursday afternoon, and then those winds will reach the island early Thursday evening. Now, with the closest point of approach, that's where the strongest winds and gusts are expected to be. Once that passes, right now, again, it's 1 a.m. Friday, we should start seeing conditions gradually settle down. We still expect tropical storm force winds to be in the area for the first half of Friday morning. So we don't anticipate dropping our tropical storm warning until maybe closer to 10, 11 a.m. on Friday. We're going to have another update, though, at 6 p.m., and fingers crossed the track will still remain either where it is or maybe even nudge further east, away from Bermuda.
So we at this point, we're not expecting any hurricane force winds because it'll be too far to our east.
Correct, not at this point. But again, we always need to be prepared because any little changes or nudges right now in the forecast with Earl passing so near the island, that could mean a big difference for our local conditions.
Right. And now I know, like over the last decade or so, we've had several hurricanes pop up late in the evening, early morning, just past midnight. What sort of preparations do you recommend that Bermudians and residents do prior to late Thursday night?
Well, it's going to be very windy and it's likely to be at least 1 to 2 inches of precipitation. There could be some heavier showers and possible isolated thunderstorms starting as early as Thursday morning, depending on what the rain bands look like when they pass over us. So as long as people aren't going to lose anything out of their yards in those kind of conditions, I think we should be okay. But always personal safety and preparation early is a great idea.
Right. Now, as Earl hopefully keeps the way it's going and goes off, is Category 4 the largest amount of winds that they're expecting, or is it going to develop even further than that?
Right now, Category 4 is the highest potential intensity.
Okay. And I know, like, we were watching several other systems earlier in the week. What's happening with them? Are we looking good?
Until they're named, I can always say we're looking good. But yes, the same mechanism that's going to be recurving Earl off to our east, that's actually going to remain in place. And fingers crossed, keep the next areas that the NHC is watching also to our east.
Now, as somebody who works for the Bermuda Weather Service, do you prefer to work the shifts when the hurricane's at its closest approach, or would you rather be at home with your family?
Uh, it is very fun as a meteorologist to work inside the height of any kind of a cyclone. This is what we train for.
Okay. Well, Michelle, I want to thank you for being here. Anything else you want to add or say to our audience?
No, just always be prepared and keep watching the updates because, again, any little changes right now in Earl's forecast could mean a little bit more of a significant change in our forecast down the road here.
All right. Thank you, Michelle. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
All right. And on behalf of Burn News, everyone should be try to be safe and protect yourself and your neighbors. Clean up your yard, and as always, have a beautiful afternoon.